We are coming upon a new era, a shift of the ages as prophesied by the ancients. No, this new era is not the end of the world. It is a new beginning as the earth, and anyone who chooses to join her, will shift from the third dimension to the fourth and fifth dimension. Sadly, most people aren't ready for or even aware of this shift, but alas, it is still happening. And for those in the dark, it may be a bumpy ride. There has been so much happening in the last few years with the acceleration of energy sweeping over the planet. Look around you. Things we've relied upon for years are changing, sometimes crumbling. Relationships are ending, governments are collapsing, and economies are faltering. What do you do? Let me pose some questions that will lead us to the answers. What is ascension? What are dimensions? And why isn't everyone going to go along for the ride? The word ascension has nothing to do with what is described in the Bible. No, ascension has more to do with creating your personal reality and jumping timelines. Think of timelines as possibilities. The word dimensions describes states of consciousness, and like timelines, they're available to anyone who is vibrating and resonating with a particular dimensional frequency. So dimensions aren't locations, and ascension isn't a type of movement you do to get from one dimension to another. And to define dimensions as either third or fourth, or lower or higher, really do not serve our purpose here, because ascension is really about expanding consciousness. So you're really not going anywhere. If anything, think of this shift as all of us playing the 3D game of life with its rules and regulations, and now having an opportunity to play a different game with new rules, new regulations, and a new awareness. The timeline we are presently experiencing is indeed our creation, both collectively and personally. Collectively, humanity has manifested a reality reflecting the conscious and unconscious beliefs we hold as players of the game of third-dimensional Earth. We play by the rules of this dimension. You'll notice I also stated this creation is manifested by unconscious beliefs as well, because many of the beliefs we, believe are ideas we've accepted growing up. It's a kind of programming that becomes unconscious. We accept these thoughts as truth because some authority figure, be it our parents, religions, governments, science, the media, etc., they told us that this is how reality is. And yes, it seems unbelievable, but the timeline you are experiencing is only one of many possible realities available. It's only been within the last few years that people are becoming aware that the reality they've come to know is something that can be changed consciously. You see, people are basically living in a kind of time loop. They default to life. It becomes automatic. Life becomes a habit they repeat over and over. What has happened in their past is remembered in their present and then projected into their future. Life is experienced over and over again, and very little changes. In fact, up until recently, it has taken a generation, or about 21 years, for any kind of expansion of consciousness to take place. And when it does, it's pretty much more of the same with different fashions, hairstyles, and more technological achievements that are supposed to make us happier. You know the story. People wake up every day, kiss their spouse and kids, do a 9-to-5 job, act normal, buy the latest and greatest advertised thing, watch TV, obey the law, and repeat the whole thing day after day, year after year. Again, ascension in its simplest form is an expansion of consciousness and awareness. It is a process of removing limiting beliefs and living your own truth. That means throwing out thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. It means letting go of the